Good morning, good afternoon, and season's greetings. It is this year's and our second annual Sofamanager Scottish Football Christmas podcast. Hooray! Hey. Jingle all the way. So, once a year we like to put together something a little bit more Christmassy. So on this week's show, some festive-filled fun, especially for those Hearts fans who got the best gift of the year. Halting Celtic's run of 69 games, comprehensively beaten at both ends, some might say. So we'll be discussing that excellence there. And away from football a bit, we'll be discussing what our favourite Christmas movies are, and what fixtures we're looking forward to over this Christmas period. Also on this week's show, some other Christmas delights, such as the Office Christmas Party, and we'll hopefully be dragging out some of our favourite Christmas adaptations of footballers' names, and see if we can continue on last week's theme of, good Secret Santa Christmas gifts, or Christmas gifts for that special football fan in your life. Joining me in this week's show is Santa stuck in the chimney, suffers from claustrophobia. It's Darren Gibson. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Paul.
Opened many Christmas crackers yet?
Not yet. No.
Got a favourite joke to tell us, possibly?
No.
I'll leave you to dwell on it. And it's the turkey himself, John Brown.
Hello.
Feeling fragile after his office night out.
Fragile is an understatement.
Well, so we'll hopefully get a bit into that later and see how that went. So, let's, without further ado, crack on. So, first things first, and my favourite joke of the day, is Celtic being done at both ends. Losing on their 69th attempt. Finally, the run has come to an end by a sensational Hearts side. Something I never thought I would say, as a matter of fact.
Not.
So, Darren, did you see bits and bobs of the game?
I did, yeah. I seen most of the first half and a wee bit of the second half. But really impressed by Hearts, actually. Never expected that. I know I had been talking to a few Celtic fans and did say that they thought Hearts game, they might actually have a slip up there. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I think
Did they put money on that?
Surprisingly, I felt maybe they did. I hope they did.
If you put money on 4-0, you would be a rich man.
Yeah.
Very rich man.
But yeah, as you say, I would never have predicted like a 4-0 victory for them. But you can see, obviously, the couple of young boys that they brought in done a good job there. And Levine's obviously done an okay job too. Getting the
Don't praise Levine, Dan.
But no, he has done an alright job, to be honest. I didn't expect that, so.
Still looks like a sheepish goat herder to me. Wasn't exactly celebrating the victory, on Sky Sports there. He still looks like he's absolutely bricking himself about something. I don't know what. But
never seems the cheeriest.
No,
person.
Excellent from the young boys they brought. 16 years old. So young boy Cochrane's not exactly going to go out and get smashed tonight, unfortunately. Well, I don't know, Gorky. I don't know how hard that would be. But 16 years old. I mean,
that's incredible.
Just to be on a park at Tynecastle must be an exhilarating experience. So he'll be away in January to some much bigger team. And Lafferty was absolutely buzzing on it as well.
Yeah, no wonder. Yeah.
And you'll always have to treasure a moment seeing the Hearts fans doing the huddle at Tynecastle, which was absolutely excellent. Take nothing away from Celtic, but way! I'm sorry. I think we've all been waiting on that for a long, long time now. It's actually been coming, I would say, against Motherwell. They were lucky to get away with that. Against Hibs, they were kind of on the ropes there.
Anything could have happened.
Are you pleased that record's tumbled, John?
Yes. It's becoming a bit kind of boring.
He's ecstatic.
Much like the Sofamanager Scottish Football Podcast.
It's quite good though. It gives Rangers a false sense of hope. It gives Hibs kind of way back in. Aberdeen, they'll be looking at it going, you know what, maybe.
Way!
2 weeks later, they'll be about 8 points clear at the top anyway. Celtic.
Oh, I thought you meant Aberdeen.
Aye, okay.
That's now the best joke.
A boy can dream. A boy can dream. I put it on my Christmas list. It's been checked twice.
I'm going to check it a third time then.
Well, maybe come to that later. Naughty and nice list of Scottish football. Who's been naughty and nice this year? But no, excellent that it was done in such a fashion as well to literally pump Celtic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a song at the Christmas night out the other night as well. Ooh, ah,
Right,
get that pumping action going. You know, and I don't know if the Celtic boys had maybe been doing that this week, perhaps on their Christmas night
Christmas
out.
night out.
It makes sense.
There was no Zenit scouts in the Hearts end.
They'll be pushing themselves with laughter. Sorry, certainly not in fear. Defence it was kind of crumbled today. Eh?
All of it.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
I know Simunovic isn't the most popular man right now.
Never been a big fan of him, really.
Oh yeah, as a liability.
Yeah, he's never been great. They are looking at a new boy from Red Bull Leipzig to come in and try and shore up things. I looked at his FIFA ratings today, and he seems to have had an average few seasons.
Right.
Bumped up to a gold last season, I think, just because of it.
There's Leipzig.
I think Wimmer is his name. So
Is it?
coming from Red Bull Leipzig, I would expect him to bring a lot of energy to the team.
Boom.
Darren gets me. He gets me. Caffeinated footballer coming in. You know what they say. Wimmer gives you Red Bull, which gives you wings.
Yeah.
There we go. So no, congratulations, Hearts, and
Yeah.
I know a few Hearts fans listening. So they'll be excited and celebrating. You know, fire alarms will be going off across the main stand in Tynecastle in the celebrations. But no, you know, that team not firing on all cylinders right now. A lot of injuries. I think 4 or 5 big players out for them at the moment, and they've gone and done the business.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. Also this weekend, Rangers getting beat. It's just been a good weekend. Not for the Rangers fans that listen, unfortunately. From what I hear, a pretty abysmal performance. And St Johnstone have been naff this season.
Lee
Yeah.
Alston likes a goal against Rangers.
Well, is that not 3 or 4 he's got now?
He only scored a few for Falkirk, and then he definitely scored last time St
Yeah.
Johnstone were at Ibrox.
So he's got something to celebrate over Christmas. Their first win at Ibrox in 47 years.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
In the league.
They were very careful with the wording of it because they didn't say their first win against Rangers at home in 47 years because, of course, you know, it's a kind of shaky statement to make. So,
Beat them in the cup 2-3 years ago.
Oh, did they?
I remember that, yeah. I remember that.
Halloran scored, I'm sure. Simon Lappin.
The
Bell.
He used to play with Livy and play with Norwich at one point.
I don't know. But anyway, they made that point as well. It was in the league rather than in all competitions because Rangers were in League One, I think. At the time.
So no, well done them. Something to celebrate going into Christmas.
Still funny.
I know. A new striker coming for St Johnstone as well, in from Ireland somewhere. So Tommy Wright worked his magic. Aberdeen pumping Hibernian.
That's a good game.
4-1.
I've never seen that coming either.
Oh.
The scores this weekend have just been unreal.
Should have been 5.
Glorious. Gary Mackay, Stephen finally finding his feet and his armbands for that matter. That could be a wee Christmas gift for him.
Was it a hat trick he got?
Hat trick, aye. I think it was the third goal.
What was a sublime wee flick round the corner?
Oh,
Was that? I've not seen it yet.
Carried on his run. He managed to get himself just on side to pick it up again and fire home. His first goal was quite lucky. Took a big deflection.
well, they were on under the cosh at that point.
Yeah, the second goal was really good. It was a good finish. Right in the far corner. Should have had a fifth, like I say. Constantine with the header.
Oh yeah,
he was
good.
on side by about half a yard. Christ knows what the ref was looking at, or the linesman.
I know. Definitely not offside. Maybe they took pity on the Hibs fans
Perhaps.
who all turned up in Santa hats.
It was a fair effort by them.
I know. It looked like they were having. It was really weird. It was like a strange gathering, like a group photo of some green Santa Clauses.
High-bay gnomes kicking about.
Aye. So no one's sitting on their knee, that's for sure. Or one would hope.
Well.
One would hope. Elsewhere, I think Dundee pumped Motherwell.
Yes.
Who are now getting relegated, of course.
As we predicted.
So Louis Moult away to Preston.
On the move, yeah.
$1 million is a ridiculous amount of money.
For someone that's got half a year left on his contract,
Right, get him on a Bosman in January.
Yeah.
It's daft.
There'll be no Moult wine at Motherwell this Christmas. Oh, that would have been brilliant. I should have licensed that. Moult wine, does it work? It kind of works. We'll go with it. It's actually a shame. He sounds like a really, really top guy. He'd done a lot of the community work and stuff when he was there, and he's always come across really well in interviews.
He has, yeah.
So he will be missed, but I'm a big fan of Ryan Christmas Bowman. Full of it, I'm sorry. I'd be amazed if people haven't turned off. So they got a fantastic victory at the weekend, and there was another game. Anyway, do you know what it was, John?
Hamilton, was it?
Against Ross County, yeah.
Ross County, yeah, 3-2
Big
to
bust up
Hamilton.
again with the Hamilton fans.
Was there?
Players, aye.
Oh.
Gondras manhandled the linesman.
Did he?
He'll get a good 8-match ban for that.
Brilliant.
All kind of kicked off. Ross County have found themselves in a bit of a predicament though. They've had their wee bounce with Owen Coyle and it's fell away quickly.
It is disappearing, isn't it?
Second bottom.
I think most teams in Scotland at the moment aren't getting any sort of consistency. It's right across the board. So Rangers, you'd think they would start pushing on a bit, but then they have a defeat after a good couple of scores against Hibs and Aberdeen. Then you've got obviously teams like Dundee, so a good win over Partick, but then they get beat in other games. It's right across the league, really.
Anything below Kilmarnock, it's all much for muchness.
Well, see, even, I've commented on recent weeks how well like Hamilton and Kilmarnock have been playing, and like, look at the points haul they must be gathering. Hamilton aren't they that far away from Partick Thistle?
No,
and
like
Kilmarnock are actually, Hearts, who didn't get a win in like 6, are miles away from Killie. And you're like, how is this like happened?
How is that happening?
Yeah. So they might be playing well, they might be getting points, but
not enough.
No,
really. Frankly,
your love alone. No, exactly. So it's bizarre and it's really competitive. I think you could say as well. It's all quite close. I know I said Killie for the top 6 last week, but it does look like the top 6 could be filled with a traditional.
Back to normal as such.
Yeah, normal service is resumed.
The only one you're kind of missing out of that whole bunch is maybe Dundee United. You would have had in about it.
Yes. Their game abandoned at Queen of the South.
Frozen pitch.
Was it frozen?
And that's on an all-weather pitch as well. A bit like Falkirk.
The theme of the weekend.
Frozen.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, if you're going to pick, a material to make your pitch out of, and I believe it was assured up to like -7 degrees Celsius.
It wasn't necessarily the grass fibre. It was the black beads.
Right.
They play on the. I know it's local for us, but Stennismuir play on sort of black beads. I think we play 5s. We used to play 5s at Falkirk Stadium. Is that type of surface?
Right. Also in your Amazon wish list for some toys.
Stops me from to cut the grass. That froze over. That's supposed to be water retention.
Oh right, okay.
Soaks in. So it was freezing. So it was just causing a kind of layer. Effectively black ice
Aye.
on top of the pitch.
Brilliant.
It's unplayable.
I'm sorry, Rocket League continues in ice.
Yep. So you just get a puck out.
Get a
some
puck.
skates.
Exactly. Some rockets attached to it. Jetpacks. Skate above the ice. What is the problem?
Sorted.
Hoverboard football.
One day we'll just get a DeLorean to go to 88 miles an hour and see what happens. Is that even the right speed? That's not the right speed, is it? 88.
Sure it was.
Good. I got something right.
Your flux capacitor.
Aye. We sadly missed our local football this weekend. Falkirk was also cancelled because of the same sort of AstroTurf issue.
Aye, there was a rumour that Jimmy Nicholl was out at 2 a.m. watering the pitch.
To get the ice. They didn't want to do it. So Paul the Dafty still turned up like an idiot.
Where is everyone?
I know.
Where's all the security?
It's fine. I can still do the match day announcing myself. So we practice run through.
This guy's in the whistle bar at 2:30. So.
Yeah, the bar was still open, which I thought was like, you've got to be a proper sado to go doing there.
I was still dying at 2 o'clock, so I didn't even notice.
Well, that would have been thanks to John Brown's Christmas night out. Stay tuned for
We'll get to that.
all the stories or lack thereof. Lack thereof. So no, but still a lot of games went ahead. I think there were some problems, some power cuts here and there. I think it's Stoke kicked off a bit later. But seasonal football in full swing despite the kind of coldest temperatures we've seen in some time.
A while, yeah.
All year.
Oh yeah.
Remarkable, isn't it? So, I think that kind of rounds us off. League position wise, Aberdeen only 2 points behind. The chase is on. Aye. They go ahead and totally bottle it, come back. So
For a week.
all nice and competitive.
Play them next week.
Yes, they do. Oh yeah, we were talking about that in the chat. Like, just play the youth team because there's no point. Well, maybe not now. Maybe not now.
No, definitely.
I don't know. I think there's hope for everyone now.
I've Celtic at about -4
degrees C. We'll see how it goes. You've got to stay hopeful for these kind of things. But no, teams like Partick and stuff still in a really bad way.
Yeah. Got a good score against Motherwell during the week though.
They beat them
3-2. Yeah.
Motherwell.
They were 3-0 up at half time.
But then they got beat off at Dundee, so it's hard to tell really. But
yeah,
you're inconsistent.
Anything could happen down the bottom, I think.
Much of a muchness down there. I keep saying that, but it's true.
It is true. We're interested from a championship point of view as to who Falkirk won't be playing in League One next year. So we shall wait and see. Anyway, I think shall we crack on with some of the Christmas features?
Yes, why not?
A cracker.
Hey, that was one thing at our young kind of first year science club at the school this week. Had the Christmas crackers out to do a bit of celebrating. Of course, one of them gets a bottle opener. Which in the place I teach, could be helpful to some of the first years, but I had to politely take it off them. So, anywho, Darren, you shall introduce, I think, our first Christmas feature.
Alright, okay, yes. So, for me, I had chosen 3 of our favourite Christmas movies and our 3 fixtures that we're looking forward to over the Christmas and New Year in the football. So, basically, what's your 3 favourite Christmas movies?
Christmas films? Oof. I mean, the classics. Love Actually, always up there.
Watched it last night.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's on all the time. It's on like a loop.
I watched it last night. Brilliant.
Yeah. Where did you watch it out of interest?
Netflix.
It's on Sky Movies at the moment as well.
I've seen it on Sky
I think it's accessible from like almost... It's always on ITV2 as well.
It's a universally brilliant film.
It's a cracking film. It's just that scene like Hugh Grant gets the... what's the song? I'll take you down.
Oh, yeah.
Jump for My Love.
Jump for My Love, yeah.
I mean, music and lyrics is just based on that part of the film. So, no, I absolutely love that.
That is a funny scene.
The Holiday. Classic film.
The Holiday.
You never seen The Holiday? You not like The Holiday?
I've seen it once.
Got bad reviews on IMDb. It's like Cameron Diaz. Jude Law is the man she falls in love with.
Jude Law.
Jude Law. You don't know Jude Law?
Jude Law.
Curly-haired, good-looking man. What has he been in? He was in Sherlock Holmes with them.
Never watched that.
What, you would know.
Really?
You would know who Jude Law is.
Probably. I thought it was a woman. But anyway, the name like Jude.
He's only familiar with the Dennis variety of law, presumably.
Hey Jude.
Jude. Not that Jude. And it's Cameron Diaz. Oh no, I've said that. And
who?
Jack Black. And
Jack Black was in it. Yeah.
The English girl who's naked on the couch in Titanic. What's her name?
Not Kate Winslet.
It is Kate Winslet.
Is it Kate Winslet?
Why would I remember it like that?
Why would I know
Weird.
Titanic and not?
It's a repressed
I've only watched
It's a repressed childhood memory, shall we say?
Scarred, not.
Oh well. So I think that's a nice wee break from the football is to watch the just captures that Christmas vibe. Like there's scenes of Christmas shopping,
Yeah.
Just gets you in the mood. John, you give me a few. Well,
No, I love Actually's top. Absolutely.
Is that the top? Huh?
What's your favourite love story branch from Love Actually?
A tough one though.
Well,
the Hugh Grant one's okay. I think the Keira Knightley one's like the love triangle.
Oh, that's
cringy.
references John's life most accurately.
That's so cringy. Especially when she runs at the end.
It's a bit weird.
Kisses the guy after he does the sign thing.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Did they not reprise that for like Red Nose Day? Like they had they kind of rounded off.
Bit, yeah.
I didn't actually see that, so I shouldn't be.
I've never seen it. No.
Nick went to Wisconsin.
Oh, is the guy that used to be in My Family?
Yeah, he was called Nick in My Family, but I don't know his name in the...
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Colin. Yes.
Colin, right.
And he comes back with all these amazing American women.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's John's dream, though.
That is the dream.
That's
to be honest.
He's in his like American baseball cap and like sleeveless surfing vest right now, which should be pointed out, viewers, listeners.
Just dying a fever of alcoholism, but...
I do like the Colin Firth Portuguese woman. Because they can't really converse, but they still...
That's quite funny,
it's the bit at the end when they're walking down the street and they're all speaking in Portuguese, like, she's going to kill Aurelia and...
Yeah, he's going to kill her eye. And they're looking for, like, the fat sister.
Yep.
That's a good one. The wee boy, as well, with the wee American girl.
Yeah, that's
It's
cute.
so
Oh
sweet.
yeah.
Although he's fast as heck,
I run
boosting
like,
through, yeah.
that gives you the fear of God when you get Gatwick now.
You run faster than Stevie May, that's for sure. So Beyond Love Actually, John, what do you...
Die Hard trilogy, for sure.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Die Hard 2 on Christmas
Ah,
Eve.
but the first one is a Christmas film. And the rest, I'm sure Die Hard 3.
Die Hard 3 is not very Christmassy.
No,
Die
I
Hard
don't
2
think so.
is the best film ever.
Is that the
Ever.
hacker one, Die Hard 3?
Die Hard 3 is not, it's the gold mine one. Where,
Was that maybe 4 I'm thinking of?
4,
yeah,
I think,
that's a rubbish one.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
not part of the trilogy.
That's you tell.
Oh, damn it.
Four's not part of the trilogy. Alright. Yoda. Star Wars Die Hard.
Who's the best?
Is that the one in New York?
The one in the airport.
Oh, is that where they...
It's like the hijackers.
I do quite like that one actually.
Oh, right, no. So what? I'm thinking of a film like they set the height of the ground to a different...
Yeah, that's the
oh,
airport
that's that one.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
okay,
that
okay.
one. Yeah.
Cool.
The number 3 is the gold mine in New York. When they break into the Fed.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
as
I
well.
remember that one.
With the gold trucks.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker. No language on this podcast.
Build the vibe.
Everyone loves Die Hard. I tell you
Can't
what,
not like Die Hard.
everyone loves as well, and I don't know, I hate this. Elf.
I love
like-
Elf.
Do you love Elf?
Oh, I like Elf. I've got that in my.
Is that on your list?
Yes,
I wouldn't have it in my top 3. It's good though.
What's in your top 3 then, Dan?
Top 3. Well, Elf obviously. The Grinch.
I know I've got friends that like live and die by how brilliant the
hate the
Grinch is.
Grinch.
I haven't watched it in... I remember going to see it in the cinema.
I used to watch the Grinch all the time when I was growing up.
It's got good like music and it's very stylish, but he's creepy like. And I know that's the way it's
That's
supposed
why
to
it's
be.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Your nightmares, does he?
I tell you who did give me nightmares. It was the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Used to
Oh, right, yeah.
creep me out. Yeah. Sorry, that's a repressed childhood memory
I
again.
don't know what else. Probably
Naked Kate Winslet and the child catcher. Take from that what you will, psychologists.
Another
Start
one
on Tuesday.
That's the name of our new podcast. Oh dear.
Another one I've quite liked is, I don't know if you've ever seen this one, Christmas with the Cranks with Tim Allen. It's quite funny. It's a comedy.
Never seen that.
Oh, it's funny.
No, I've not.
Aye.
But Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that was the other
Love
one
that
that
film.
was borderline. I did like that one
Yeah,
when I
it
was
does.
growing up.
It's not one I've seen a lot. It's not one that's on very much.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like as
Because
a-
they show the old Santa Claus a lot. They don't
they-
usually show that one.
the old one is better, but I think I did quite like Santa Claus too. Because it like they go into the workshop and you actually see what the workshop looks like. And you're like, oh. I was even watching Fred Claus the other day. It's like
Oh yeah, it's a
Vince
comedy
Vaughn.
too. Isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn.
I was like, oh, Vince Vaughn. I watched it for like an hour before the Falkirk game, inverted commas. Bright idea, Paul. And it was quite good, actually.
Was it
It
quite
had
good?
a similar
I've
vibe.
not really seen that, to be honest.
Like, they went to the North Pole on the reindeer with the sled, like, really,
Right.
really quickly. And
Yeah.
it still built up that, like, that atmosphere. I was like,
Aye.
that's cool. And the DJ was ludicrous. Which I
Was
was
it?
like,
Ah,
but
right.
in, like, elf form. And they only ever played, like, one song, which is, like, Here Comes Santa Claus, here
Oh,
comes
right,
Santa.
okay.
And he's like, yes, June. So that was good. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a bit of off topic, but Santa Claus is one of my favourites too.
Would you not have like Home Alone up there as well?
Yeah, that's what I had on my wee list. The other ones that people like to talk about.
See, I've watched it so much now.
Mm.
And I liked it the first time I watched it and never went back to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it all the time. Like,
I don't get the. I
It's
don't get
brutal
the-
now though when you go back to it. Like it's more. It could be a Saw film, you know. If you just made a few wee tweaks here and there, it is like absolutely brutal. And but no, it holds up really well. Holds up really, really well. And the music's like pretty iconic. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, other Christmas films I've watched. Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh,
Um,
that wee
No.
girl winds me up to no end.
That's terrible.
Polar Express.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I hate that too. I hate
oh,
that.
come on.
Everybody talks about
Throw
that.
myself out a window before
Put
I
some
watched that.
circular spectacles on Willie Miller and he's the conductor. That is,
Didn't make me laugh on it.
that is an excellent film, Polar Express.
Jack Frost, I've got in
I've
there.
not seen Jack Frost.
Ah, that's quite good actually. I like
I
Jack.
quite like Jack
Is
Frost.
that,
I
like,
used to watch
is
Jack
that the
Frost.
evil snowman? No.
No. it's kinda pretty sad,
it's-
actually.
it's quite a sad one actually.
Does
His
he-
dad
does
dies.
he
His
melt?
dad turns into a snowman basically.
Dad dies and he's the
And then he
spirit of
dies,
snowman.
yeah.
Quite good
It's a
though.
kid's film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
quite. I say it's quite sad though.
That's grim. Sounds really grim.
That was about it really. Star Wars in recent years as well.
Yeah.
films that you kind of watch at the time. It's like I always watch like Lord of the Rings at this time of year as well.
I do. I'm trying, like, the Christmas films, I think we spoke about this last year, haven't been as good in recent times, like on the BBC and stuff.
No.
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, will we?
It's like,
John will tell us.
I've got to Boxing Day. I kind of lost
Shall
interest.
we do that now, John?
Well, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Whilst you're facing your microphone.
Could be awkward. I'm at an angle. Hold on. Right, there we go.
Christmas challenge.
22nd December. So this should be out by then, hopefully.
don't push me.
Get that radio times out.
So would you rather watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on ITV?
No.
The Hunger Games?
Oh, the Hunger Games.
Games, no.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of that either.
Men in Black?
Well, I like Men in Black,
Ooh.
yeah. I like them.
And for all you those guys out there are whipped, you might end up watching 50 Shades of Grey.
No.
Alternatively, you can watch Arsenal vs Liverpool on Sky.
That sounds quite good, actually.
Really?
It's not bad.
Because they're about the same level at the moment. So.
What, 50 Shades of Grey and Arsenal and Liverpool?
Bit of torture, really.
Well, torture in what sense? Like sadomasochism, or
If you got Wenger as your manager,
well, you see that they
I'd rather be blindfolded.
you see, how did we end up here?
Oh, I'm dying.
See that they play like Osterunds in the Europa League,
Alright,
and they were formed at the same time he was appointed manager.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was pretty
Never
crazy.
knew that.
So Ostersunds have gone further in the time that Arsene Wenger's been at Arsenal since
Well,
what Arsenal have.
Well, Arsenal did get to Champions League finals and stuff like that, I remember. So, aye.
You've got that, you've got Espanyol versus Atletico Madrid,
Not sure about that.
or Cagliari versus Fiorentina.
Wow.
That's what John will be watching.
Yeah, he's the footballing.
I'm a purist.
Good blog content for the Sofamanager podcast would be Cagliari or against Fiorentina.
I'll be Arsenal versus Liverpool.
But see these
I do like Men in Black though.
these big games have just sucked so much. I
Well,
think
I mean,
the only big team I would actually watch now is Man City.
Man City absolutely destroyed Tottenham yesterday. I watched that.
I seen the highlights. Yeah,
Absolute massacre.
that was.
Oh dear, alongside Home Alone, aye. What would I go for there? I forgot. Men in Black. What was before Men in Black?
The Hunger Games.
I'd go for the Hunger Games. No, seen that in a
Games,
while, yeah.
Not a big fan of that.
Probably the same as Arsenal versus Liverpool as well.
Survival of the fittest. If you do not win, you are killed.
So you're moving on to the Saturday. It's just a whole manner of stuff. You've got mid-afternoon football.
Oh.
Okay, so you've got the El Clasico.
I know.
In mid-afternoon?
Mid-afternoon,
Yeah,
it's a 12 o'clock kickoff. It's
I've
crazy.
never seen a Classico that's not been under floodlights.
I'm sure this is the first time. And no, they've had it like during the day
Since
before,
the dawn
but
of time where the Classico was candlelit.
it's the first time I'm sure they've had a 12 o'clock kickoff.
Given
It's,
this is
it's the Chinese to try and get them watching it. And
the thing is, won't it be
all the money they get.
an 11 o'clock kickoff in Madrid?
Or an hour ahead maybe. So
Maybe it's
Well,
maybe
they're
1
hour.
o'clock here or something, I don't know.
Or an hour behind?
And then so it'll be 11 o'clock there then.
Aye.
Really?
I mean, that's to stop them fighting for Catalan.
It's not really known for violence. Oh, the independent stuff, I guess.
No away fans, probably.
I think it's the money.
You've got that. You've got Everton versus Chelsea.
Everton Chelsea.
Have
Everton been on the up?
The El Clasico's on then.
Sam.
I think it's Moyes that's been doing the business recently, actually.
West Ham, definitely. And you've always got the big one in Scotland.
Oh, Celtic Rangers.
No,
Come on,
that's
Rangers.
later.
Yes. Right, okay, aye.
Kilmarnock versus Rangers. Alternatively, you can watch Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
What's a good one?
Cool Runnings.
That is
a
an excellent
terrific
film.
Frozen, if you're that way inclined.
Well.
The original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Book of Life.
Original
I
was
don't know
better.
what that is.
Book
What?
of Life.
Is that not a song by the Dire Straits? Well, that's the Walk of Life, isn't it?
Same thing. And
It
you've
is
also got,
those.
if you like really classical Christmas films, you've also got The Good Life. Or is it a Wonderful Life?
Oh, it's a wonderful.
Wonderful
Wonderful
Life, I'm sure.
I'm sure that's a song.
It's like
lyric
a
as
Kanye
well.
and T-Pain, aye.
But the kind of afternoon, you can get yourself out to a game.
Can you?
Saturday afternoon.
If you're not
Who's
snowed
playing?
Anyone.
Oh,
It's Saturday afternoon.
who are Falkirk playing that day?
I've no idea.
Or who are they not playing that
get
day?
called off.
Aye.
Frozen pitch.
To be honest, I honestly,
Team in progress. Come back in January.
I honestly couldn't care less. I forgot that they're playing Livingston on Tuesday night.
This week
Yep. So I've managed to
at Livingston.
At Livingston.
I'm now concentrating my Christmas. I'm going from my work to the designer outlet and into the game.
I might do the same. I might join you. Actually.
I might go to it. I'm off.
It was a Tuesday.
Well, you can roll out.
If you want to stay at home though, you can watch Mildred Pierce on BBC Two.
Who?
No,
John, where are you picking up here, son?
Despicable Me.
I hate Despicable Me.
I'm not a big fan of
No way.
The kids at school are like, Minions. I'm like,
Good
I
film.
watch it, but it's not my favourite.
It's, I think, my second most hated thing ever. I'll tell you about my first most hated thing in the Christmas night out thing later.
Right.
So stay tuned.
We've got Scrooge on Channel 5.
That's a good. Oh no,
It's
I'm
not
not a
the
big
Christmas
fan.
Carol one.
I love the Muppets
Muppets
Christmas
Christmas
Carol.
Carol,
Aye, that's okay.
I haven't seen that in ages.
That comes on later.
Stay tuned for more Christmas. This is good because I haven't looked at the listings yet.
No, you've got Mr. Magorium's Magical Emporium.
That can get.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
even
not
know
interested.
what
That can get wrecked.
Carry on films. That's the India one.
Carry On Arneson. Just had a child this week actually. I've never been a big fan of the Carry On like slapstick
Carry On Fishing or
on the ice. Aye.
Gulliver's Travels on.
Oh, that's like the Jack Black one where he's like.
That one.
Is that
not the original?
Oh, is it
one?
maybe the original one?
Maybe the original one.
There's a new film coming
Jack
out
Black did do that.
in January about people that have been shrunk down, which looks really
There's
interesting.
not like a film like that in the 90s.
Maybe there was.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Well, no, this film's like it's a conscious decision that they're shrunk down because everything's so much cheaper or something like that. I'll show you the trailer later.
That's really weird.
Anyway, looks good.
Saturday evening, 23rd, you can watch Crocodile Dundee.
That is a good film.
Good
Oh,
film.
yeah.
And
Liar,
Scottish related, kind of.
Is it?
Dundee.
Oh, okay. They're all alcoholics as well.
That is true. That's a very film.
You got Liar Liar.
No, that's
Thor. Thor on
Dire.
film 4.
Apart from the woman, who's the woman? Is Scarlett Johansson in that?
Natalie's.
Natalie Portman.
Oh no, I don't like Natalie Portman.
Marley
Giving away
and
who I
Me.
do like there though.
Is Marley and Me the one with the dog?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I love Marley and Me. Like this is so sad. Get up! I don't care if the
I
dog.
quite like Marley.
I would kick the dog in the face. I don't care.
I'm phoning the ISPCA on you.
Well, I wouldn't do it by choice.
You got The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies.
Oh, Hobbit.
It's quite good
Not
until
really a big fan of
Billy Connolly comes riding on a haggis. It's kind of wrong in every way.
You see, this week it was a local Falkirk chip shop has started deep frying both mince pies and
Oh, yes.
sausage in blankets. So
Well,
John will be there.
John has lit up like there's
we'll
no
get to this about the Golden Lion in Stirling.
right.
About the lack of bacon on the sausages.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Anyway, you've also got The Wolverine. Reasonable film.
That's okay. Yeah.
Will be a Disney film soon.
Fugitive. Hunger Games again.
More
The Eagle. That's one with Channing Tatum. It's a weird film.
Right, I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm not sure. Not seen that one.
It's a Roman general around about the time of Antony's Wall being built. An eagle is like a symbol of the Roman army. Was
Right.
stolen,
The Nazis? No.
nicked by some Scotchmen.
All right.
Oh,
So
right.
it's to run about the Highlands trying to find it.
Really?
And it's what's his face?
Ross County come and try and find him, do they? it's Owen Coyle. You'll never take our eagle.
Probably in their trophy cabinet.
Take the eagle and end up with a stag instead.
Plenty of space.
Hmm.
Night and Day.
Oh,
Night and Day, is that the one with Tom Cruise?
Cameron Diaz in that one as well.
That was alright.
I'm not actually a big fan of Cameron Diaz.
Step Brothers on Comedy Central.
No, never been a big fan.
Alternatively, watch Aston Villa versus Sheffield United.
Oh, yes.
Big game.
The game is on.
Follow that up on Sky with Leicester versus Manchester United.
I couldn't be bothered
That'd
watching Man
probably
United
quite
games.
boring,
Big
aye.
Remy.
Man United,
Burnley
man.
versus Spurs on BT.
Ooh, that is now like a. Are they up for position now? Pretty much.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good old
Burnley.
Scott Arfield's now found himself in the Champions League spots.
They're quite
That's true.
comfortable top 10. Like,
Aye,
Yeah.
they were pushing for top 5-6 on the weekend. Aye.
if you're wanting a European fix, you've got AC versus Atalanta.
Yeah.
Easy win for
You know,
Atlanta.
It's a kind of
Gattuso's having a terrible time.
I was
Really?
reading the AC Milan.
Well, there's another job available for an ex-club if he wants it.
Milan owners are getting investigated for financial fair play.
Oh, is that
Really?
right?
And I was like, are you going to case study PSG during your tribunal or?
No, but they did do PSG. However, right, my thing about that, would they ever do Man United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona?
Well, Man
No,
City-
I think they would do Man
Man City
City.
turned a profit in their balance sheet, I'm sure. Oh, no, income
Yeah, but
statement.
so
not
did
the balance sheet.
PSG thanks to a 300 million sponsorship deal with Qatari tourism. It's like, well, no.
A joke. One big game though is Juventus versus Roma.
Ooh,
Juventus Roma.
Roma, yeah.
Is
What
it
was that?
Juventus? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Juventus. So that's a big kind of
Some
Yeah.
interesting people have been,
That's a must-win for Juventus.
been
Really tight at the
linked
top.
with Juventus as well. Like Ozil and things has kind of been.
And Inter got beat at the weekend too, didn't they?
did.
Against Udinese. That's their first defeat, wasn't it? Look at
see
you,
what
John.
was
Oh, really?
Pretty grim. Sunday you got a whole
Mauro
manner.
Bacardi. It's not really a seasonal name, I guess, but
Christmas Eve, just watch your film. You can either watch Ajax versus William, Feyenoord versus Roda, and there's quite a few NFL games on. If you're that way inclined.
Is the
nobody.
snowman on? That's all I want.
2 seconds.
Walking in the air.
Got Harry
I'm
Potter.
not fussed about the snow dog. I just want to see the snowman.
I don't know where we're going to land. This is a real recording, by the way. He nicked my eye.
If it's not, I'll just watch that. I'll just watch Lion Brew on
Let
it.
go of my hand.
Oh, Miracle on 34th Street's on.
I hate that film.
Casino Royale.
I like Casino Royale.
It's
That's one of the
okay,
better
yeah.
ones.
Is that the one where he gets his testicles whipped under the
Yeah,
basket?
yeah.
That's a good scene. I mean, I'm I'm not that way inclined, but
Okay,
you know.
Actually, see, if you're wanting your football fix on the 24th, watch Escape to Victory.
What's that?
Oh, it's a brilliant film. It's 1960s-ish. Really the time...
Not 66. Please not 6.
Nah, it's 96, 97. It's... If you ever watched, like, was it Mean Machine?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It follows that kind of track. And then if you watch the other Mean Machine with Vinnie Jones...
Oh, I thought
and
that's
Danny
what I
Dyer,
was talking about.
Longest Yard. It's the American
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I know.
So, it's a prisoner of war camp, and it's the Allies versus the Nazis in France. And it's like Pelle's in it.
Really?
Sylvester Stallone, the goalkeeper. There's an Italian guy, a couple of French players. Dennis Law, I think's in it. Is one of the Scottish players.
It's not Jude.
The boy who plays Scrooge in the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, the white-haired guy.
That's terrible. It's on the tip of my tongue.
He'll get back to us. There's not that many good football films, though.
He looks like Michael Parkinson, but I can't remember his name.
One thing I watched recently, like speaking of Vinnie Jones, was Eurotrip. Because I was just on Amazon, I was like, I really had in the mood for one of those like cheesy late 90s, early 2000s, like utterly terrible films. But like,
Sing me a Manchester United song.
well, yeah, and they're like, man, you're the best. And then they just take them on this. And it's funny because Vinnie Jones has never really been a Man United.
No, he's a diehard Wimbledon fan, you know.
Exactly. But just those, it's so funny because they're chatting away all these things and it's absolutely brilliant.
The Muppet Christmas Carol was actually on as well. I'm just having a look.
It's too late though.
Christmas
like,
Eve.
I would prefer it if it was earlier.
Boxing Day.
Oh no, the original for me.
Nah,
The original is the best one.
We love that one. We were at school.
terrible. Chariots of Fire.
Another Scottish link.
Flintstones.
Fun stuff.
Jurassic World's on.
Jurassic World. That was alright.
Back to the Future. Dirty Dancing.
Dirty
Green Mile.
Dancing, there you go, Paul.
The Green Mile's a good film. You ever watched that?
What are your proposition?
The Expendables 2.
Expendables is a good film.
Expendables,
Sylvester
yeah.
Stallone.
Alternatively, you can watch Dundee versus Celtic.
Oh.
12:30
Oh.
kick-off.
But see now, any game involving Celtic, we're all like glued
Quite
to.
interesting now.
Yeah.
Spurs Southampton. Burton versus Leeds.
We might see some former Ross County lads turn out. Although I saw that Boyce has been injured, so he's not even
has
played
he?
this season. Aye.
Really curious about this. You got Liverpool versus Swansea at 5:30. Men's game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Brentford versus Aston Villa at 7:45 on Boxing Day.
Sorry, but see, like
Everybody
English Championship games have absolutely zero interest for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Even when Newcastle won the Championship, I struggled to watch any of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same for folk down south, but
Grim.
Can't remember the last
Unless
time I
you're
watched that
so
championship.
fixated on your team in the Championship.
Mhm.
It's like people watching Scottish football.
Well, I was about to say, is it the same for them? Like, they
must
watch our
be.
Premiership games, like, surely people must tune in to an old firm game every now and then, but
I think it
I
gets
think
quite
so,
good
yeah.
figures. I think even the Edinburgh Derby, but Dundee versus Celtic will probably get less viewers than, what was it, Brentford versus Villa.
Well, like, our TV adverts are literally for homeless people, and that's who it's aimed at.
Yes.
Which is the right audience for some clubs in Scotland. I won't name names. Rangers. No, I'm kidding. That won't make me very popular. It's fine, no one listens this far through anyway.
It's okay.
But it's really and we always get rubbish broadcast times as well. Like, there's never a Scottish football game on at 7 o'clock on a Saturday night.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what would you
that's
rather have though at this stage? On Boxing Day, a 12:30 kick-off, if you're a Celtic fan going to Dundee, or would you rather be an Aston Villa fan having to go to Brentford at 7:45 at night?
I bet you that. Well, that's true. And you might not even win that game.
Yeah.
That's pretty grim.
I guarantee there'll be no public transport because it's 26. Everything shuts down.
Boxing Day.
So is it Christmas or movies? Is it Christmas or movies? Sorry. Is it football or movies for us?
Movies.
It's a mix.
It's a bit of both.
A bit of both, aye.
That's what the TV channels want.
Yeah, I think it was more movies
I think
directed
so.
last
Yeah.
year. Last year, anyway.
Last year was definitely more movies.
It's more interesting this year. It's more interesting. Just
Yeah,
about.
I think I watched more football this year.
Marginally better games because I got BT now, so it's
Well, you got BT.
what was amazing.
So you get to hear Stephen Craigan have a constant jibe at Chris Sutton during commentary.
He's a bully.
It's funny. He's always and the new boy. Oh, was it Rory? You know who I'm talking about.
I know
The
who you're
commentator guy.
talking
I can't take to him.
He's alright, but he can't handle the two of them, because the other week Stephen Craigan was like, saying to Chris Sutton, "Oh, you're going back to Norwich for Christmas?" And he's like, aye. Oh, how are you going to fly up for that game on Boxing Day? And there was just silence. And he'd like nicked a nerve, but you couldn't clock, and he kept going for about 5 minutes. It was like, and the commentators just all went silent. And then the other day, what was he saying? Oh, he was like, Chris gave me a Christmas present. And that Rory boy's like, I'm intrigued. Eerie silence. I like, is Sutton just sitting there like boiling over? What is going on here? So, I know. And then he just goes and hurls the most lewd abuse at the Motherwell youth team to get them playing well. So if he could say what he actually wanted, who knows? So, no, all good stuff there.
That takes us up to Christmas.
Takes us up to Christmas. But before Christmas, we obviously have our big Christmas nights out.
Oh, yes.
Woo! So, this year, kind of fresh out of water. Well, not fresh out of uni, I suppose, but the first time I get to go on the traditional Christmas parties. And I'll tell you about, I guess, my number one most hated thing. Well, I was staying sober for this thing because I thought I'd be at the Falkirk game, kind of working the next day. Postponed! So I have a sober Christmas night out for nothing. Ugh. Which any of you who've done it will probably relate well. But the worst thing, the DJ and the music that comes on. Like,
Dreadful.
it's so bad. I mean, like, I love a bit of 90s cheese, but not constant 90s cheese. And when the Grease Mega Mix came on, it's like,
What is happening?
can't hack it. And it's good fun, but everyone's like singing at you with the eyes closed. And you're like, oh my god, this is so bad.
It's always different if you're not drinking too.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And it's those girls as well trying to sing to the guys, and you're like, this is, I'm like cringing in the cliche. But the number one worst track to come on. What do you think it was, John?
Oh, Johnny.
No, worse than that.
What could be worse than Journey?
Artisma. Is it Artisma?
It's
Artemisia. Armesia? Something like that. I'm freaking Neja because it's
Your favourite song?
oh
Is it the GBH remix?
bits and pieces. It wasn't a GBH. It was bodily harm, aye. Yes, bits and pieces, and my head was in my hands at this point because I was like, no. The only way it could have been worse is if I was at Sportsters and this had come on, which is every chance. But
You love it, really.
it's so bad. I hate bits and pieces. I turned to everyone like, I hate bits and pieces, and we're like, we love it. And I'm like,
Did they just play it like the rest of the night after that?
oh,
Constant. Just
Every second song.
so bad. And then the really ravey remixes came on, like the ones you Bluetooth your pals in like the early 2000s, and
they were the best.
Sounds good, yeah.
so bad, so bad. Oh, how was your Christmas night out though, Darren?
I enjoyed mine, yeah. I was doing a bit of dancing on the dance floor to the in-betweener songs, and so like your Americano and
That's a bit better.
and
So that's a bit more modern. Our guy,
yeah, but we had the more modern.
our guy, I
stuff
don't
on,
think
to be honest.
existed beyond 1999.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it actually. It was just really drinking, so that helps with yourself compared to yourself. And meal was okay compared to John. That was, which is to come. Which is to come. But no, I had a good night actually. Enjoyed it.
Oh, get to know the staff anymore. Other football supporters.
Nothing that I already knew.
I met Rangers fans. There was a Hearts fan I didn't know before, and another Aberdeen fan.
There's more than one.
Yeah, 2 of us. Very, very refreshing, which is it's quite rare, you know, like a beacon of light that's seeking something out. Anyway, to the big one. Paul remained sober at his Christmas night. Darren got fairly drunk, but still had a good time. John, where were you at on the scale?
I'm on a 2-day hangover.
Paralytic, so he was.
Oh dear.
Oh, was it
he's going to collapse.
Red Lion Hotel or something you were at?
The Golden Lion. I have a bun to pick with those buggers.
Now's your opportunity.
Right, okay. I never bothered with your starter because, quite frankly, there was nothing I would rather have. You're either having some mental soup or melon. And
melon, lovely.
Oh, that'll be for the vegetarian.
Mass created lemon melon. Oh my god, it's just you just don't go there.
So did you go for the soup?
Well, I went for neither.
Oh, right.
Neither.
No starter.
I had tomato soup. It was very nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed my soup.
I wanted like a kind of beef broth or a veggie soup, Ken. Nah.
You're very particular.
It was fine though because
you should have told you.
I was getting a turkey dinner, and I cannot describe how buzzing I was on getting my turkey dinner. Here it comes. A terrible wee bit that I don't know what part of the turkey it came off. It was not the breast. They had hollowed it out somehow and stuffed it through with stuffing. Stuffing was mince. Oh, it was awful.
See, I had stuffing with my turkey dinner, and the stuffing was nice, but it wasn't the colour of traditional stuffing.
It was grey.
Yeah, mine was
pretty bad.
Mine was kind of almost. I thought it was the turkey. It was like that kind of colour.
No, I just thought it was part of the turkey.
My stuffing was bad too.
The roast patties were lucky if they had hit the pan. Right? The Yorkshire pudding wasn't cooked.
No
right?
crispy, yeah.
I'm not kidding. They just put pastry and went, that'll do. Put some cranberry sauce. Granted, the cranberry sauce was quite nice.
Victory!
Right. Then we come to the really annoying bit. One, pig and blanket. It must have been really quite cold actually because it wasn't a bloody blanket.
Oh, it was just a pig.
No bacon on my chipolata.
That is terrible.
I think that is the biggest offence.
That's a cardinal sin. You should just be shut down for that.
That is the best part about Christmas is pigs and blankets.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I was just like, what's this?
Did everyone else have bacon on their pigs?
Yes. Just me.
It's obviously been some Dunfermline fan that's listened in to the Sofamanager Scottish Football podcast and clocked.
There's a John guy.
I've heard his voice.
It's because you never took the melon, John. That's
should have took the melon.
No, John takes all the melons he can get hold of.
I've never been more angry in my life. It just gets thrown down in front of you and you're like, what the hell is this?
So the evening starts, but what did you get for dessert?
Cheesecake. Cheesecake was quite nice.
After all that.
Nobody ate their cheesecake. I had about 4 slices.
See, we had profiteroles with some toffee sauce.
Aye, what?
Well, aye.
This was the blandest cheesecake you could find. I like bland cheesecake, so it suited me. It's supposed to be white chocolate. I was like,
well, my problem
that's just not white
is
chocolate.
if you're going to have profiteroles, chocolate sauce, need toffee sauce.
That's okay.
It was alright, but
if you're going to have, but chocolate sauce, maybe, but
aye.
At least you got sauce.
Yeah, well, aye. Sauce, eh?
No bacon.
I would have been furious. Absolutely furious.
I would have been raging.
So the meal started badly. So John's already in a bad frame of mood.
Yep.
Or frame of mind.
Well, June start. It's the same as yourself. It's kind of
set the scene.
cheesy 90s stuff. And I was like, if they're going to play cheesy 90s stuff, maybe they'll branch back into the 80s. Maybe we'll get some beautiful Sunday in the slosh going.
Oh, that would have been good.
Nah, it never happened.
Oh, next problem. Amarillo was played.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
Was there?
Cover version.
Oh, was it?
Cover version.
There's a cover version?
There's a cover. Well, wow. It's not. When I say a cover version, I mean like a cheap knockoff band.
Oh, royalty free.
Aye, pretty much. And I was like, you've played every original version of the night. The one for the Falkirk. Aye.
Nothing
So
there.
that was a personal issue.
That DJ was quite good actually.
Was he?
He took all the requests too. Anything we requested, he would put on.
Request. People were going up to the DJ with because you can't write something else because it's pitch black. So they're going up with the phone.
Yeah, we were a bit like
the
that.
brightness.
Play this.
Yeah, a technique I didn't know before. I've got it on Spotify. You just need to plug it in. I've got it on Spotify. Has anyone got fag? That was the gist. Sorry.
Aye. But other than that, it was quite good. Watched a few people fight in the Stirling McDonald's.
Nice.
Never seen that before.
It used to happen in the one in Aberdeen all the time.
Thought that was standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the train home, I think. And I've been suffering ever since.
Don't remember much else for the night. I think that's why the story dropped.
Yeah, I don't remember
waking
most
up
of the night.
I remember waking up at 4 in the morning, hugging the pan.
Oh my god.
And then the same again about 11 o'clock in the morning.
A good night out had by all, in which case. Good
Oh
night.
dear.
Was it just yourselves or was there other parties of folk there?
There was other parties of people there. I could not tell you the first thing about.
We had other parties there who were all dressed up in Great Gatsby style.
Oh, right.
Apart from us. So we all knew it was a Gatsby night, but it's yeah, we're not doing the Gatsby thing. I don't know why. We just weren't there.
We're too cool for the Gatsby's.
Well, I know. A lot of would you say mutton dressed up as sheep or mutton dressed up as lamb? I don't know.
Mutton dressed as lamb.
Chunky women, tight dresses. Oh, I appreciate that. That's my.
A pig and blanket without
the
the
way. Hey, dum. That's the way I roll.
It was like a casino night. It was quite good.
Oh,
Actually.
really?
Yeah.
Talent there, Darren.
Some,
Jude-
but not
Jude
a lot. Not a lot. Yes.
Hugh Grant doing jump.
Daniel Craig at the poker table.
Yeah, that's like a booth. You just go and whip the under the basket. Anyway, I feel like we're off topic. Was trying to read up earlier on some crazy stuff that footballers have done on nights out.
Alright.
So Harry Redknapp a few years back said to Tottenham, "Nah, you're not getting a Christmas night out." So Robbie Keane flies them all to Dublin for the night. 10 grand, and they'll get snapped there. Man United got 80 women back to a hotel. And
Yeah.
what?
A court case.
Yeah, I know. Joey Barton stuck a fag in someone's eye.
Standard.
Quite a famous one.
Yeah.
So no, and Celtic obviously had their one this week and got beat by Hearts 4-0 on the Saturday. So footballers tend to be quite sensitive. I don't know. Do they? I don't know. It'd be good to know some stories, that's for sure.
I think.
Especially in the old days, there would have been some cracking. I'm imagining some of the Rangers dressing in particular with the
If you're going back to that kind of era with McCoist and Gaza and all
Durant
that,
and
can you
stuff.
imagine their Christmas nights out?
I was amazed to hear at Rangers that apparently Ian Durant used to be a massive lad. But you see him now in interviews and stuff, and you're like, he's quite a reserved guy. Apparently he was absolutely... Oh, McCoist.
A great pundit though.
Oh,
Give
brilliant.
him his credit.
But you imagine what a night out with Ali McCoist
Oh,
he would do to you, let alone, or what the woman would do. Anyway, we won't dwell too much. So no, good Christmas parties had by all, I suppose.
yeah.
Also some seasonal stuff. Shall we talk about Christmas names of footballers?
Yeah, I've got a few written down.
Oh, do you?
I'm not going.
There's some really good ones on Falkirk forums and stuff. So Luca Gaspar Grotto, former and now Morton defender Gaspar Grotto. Patrick Christmas Eggnog or Craignog. Craignog. Former Falkirk Hibs player as well. I think Craig was he? Something like that. Slay Griffiths is one I came up with earlier.
I went for Wreath Christmas. Wreath Griffiths.
Wreath Griffiths. You could also go for Lay Christmas. Christmas.
Christmas.
I don't know, I'm struggles there.
I just think about that one.
You had two really obvious ones, like Evander Snow.
Evander Snow is a good one.
yeah,
You should have texted that into the off the ball Christmas 11.
You had Cammy Bell as well.
Yes, Cammy, Jingle Bell.
However, I went for the Scottish Nativity.
This sounds good.
Yes. Right. We would have the 3 Dave Kings.
Okay. Oh man.
We would have one for the Falkirk fans, I suppose, the Scottish Shepherd following the Star of Donahue.
Yes. Falkirk player left Edinburgh City where Donahue's now manager.
We're all about to say the baby Gabriel Jesus.
Could be Pedro Jesus as well, I suppose.
The entire Brecon team could play Mary. because they've yet to get a win.
Oh,
Win.
win?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean by
This
a win?
season. Because she's a virgin.
Oh, is that what you're classifying as a win? Alright. Oh my goodness. I'm sure the churches love this.
Since Joseph was a carpenter,
Yes.
you could have the guys that built the Hearts main stand.
Yes.
The alarm guy, perhaps.
Or Simon Murray, formerly a plumber.
And then obviously the gifts as well. So if Celtic for the gold, all the kind of trophies and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that.
You could have the Franken McAvenny.
Franken McAvenny says. That is terrible. Go Francis Murr. Was it right? Let's try and clock this. What is he going to go for Murr? So gold looks nice. Frankincense smells nice. Well, apparently Frank McAvenny does. Murr was like a cleaning product. So Murr. This could be Simon Murray.
Murray. Yeah.
Could be. Is it Simon Murray?
No, I went for Alan Murray.
Oh.
Who's Alan?
Alan Murray.
Of course.
Goalkeeper, referee.
You could have gone for Simon Murray and you've gone for Alan
Well, I didn't
Murray.
go that far.
Oh, you should sell that job. Maybe get Rab Douglas out of his debt. You hear that this week? He's been on the radio chatting about it and stuff.
Yeah. Aye, that's a sad story.
Invested in a film production company as a footballer.
Not for the first time that as a football player has done that, by the way.
Why?
Two of them had invested in a construction company that didn't build anything. A tax ploy.
Apart from the Hearts main stand.
I'm still going on.
Very like porno companies, were they, or something like that?
That's an interesting investment, but that's for another day.
Oh. Listen to John's Brown sound business advice for more tips on that sort of thing.
Did you say tips or
Tips. Tips. Oh my goodness. You are lowering the tone of this highbrow show. I've already had to write down one swear word so far, didn't you make me again?
You can tell this is a Christmas special.
It is a Christmas special. So no, I'm very much looking forward to Christmas.
Yes.
Treat myself to a nice new microphone. Hopefully you can all hear it. A blue Yeti that's red. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'll have to listen to that back and see.
Blue Yeti that's red. Is that Derry McInnes?
Well,
He needs a shave.
He does need a shave. He's a very beardy man.
That's what he can get for his Christmas.
That's what Aberdeen fans, I think, have got for Christmas. Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day.
I set a sheep shears.
When the Rangers come calling and McInnes decides to stay. Anyway, sheep shearers. We've steered into that skid long ago. long ago. So I think football fans are all happy over Christmas. So,
Could be.
hi, I'm very content. I'm very content.
As long as you're content.
As long as I'm happy, we're all.
Falkirk are unbeaten in 3 games.
Because they've just called off everything.
That'll be to the end of the year.
Aye. So, hi. Thanks. I think we'll round it off there.
Yeah.
So I'll say a thank you and a Merry Christmas from me, Paul.
Yes, Merry Christmas everyone from Dan.
Yep, have a happy Christmas and a good New Year.
And make sure you put those bacons, those blankets on those pigs, otherwise we'll be there.
You're on a blacklist.
Stay tuned next week as we're going to round off the best of Sofamanager in 2017. So it should be an exciting podcast there. And again, if you've enjoyed and if you've listened this far, contact me, I'll give you some money.
That's extortion.
It's not extortion, I'm giving them money to say thank you. But like, subscribe, follow us on all the usual social media channels and share it with your friends, because this has been a bit less football centric and a bit more fun. So if you've are we no good at Scottish football? Should we just talk about life? Perhaps that's the solution. So anyway, have a good evening, a good afternoon, and a Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho.